It's time for audience questions, and I am joined again by producer Louis Motamedi, who was absent last week during audience questions. First question is from Andrew. Andrew says, hey, if you could choose the amount of years you're going to live, realistically speaking, what would you set it at? Assuming that when you reach that age, you simply pass away, no pain, no nothing, how old would you set your sort of expiration date? This is an interesting question. So we've often talked, Lewis, about life expectancy, given a sort of declining quality of life as you age versus not having that. So the question from Andrew is, no pain up until this point. It's got to be realistic and within current life expectancy. How old would you choose to be your age?
Really tough question. Now, does he mean no pain up until this point, or just no pain when your clock goes off?
No pain at any point. You're able to live X number of years, and then you die.
Okay. Okay, that's hard. Because I mean, if you're perfectly healthy and mobile and painless up until that point, I mean, are you going to want to go?
Exactly.
Um,
That's my thought. I mean, my thought is, if I'm not in pain, what circumstances would make it so that I wake up one day and say, today should be my last day. I want today to be the last day. Obviously, I would just make it as long as possible. I mean, what is it? 110, 115? How long has the longest person lived?
can you hit snooze is a good question. But I guess maybe I would say, I don't know, maybe 85. Is that reasonable?
But again, if you're mobile without pain, why would you on your 85th birthday say, you know what? I'm done. I don't want to live to 86.
Oh, because you have to choose right now. That's why you got to pick one.
But that's what I'm saying. If you can pick now and you know there's no pain and no lack of mobility, why wouldn't you pick 100? Don't you want to see what happens in those last 15 years?
I would love to. Yes. So that's why this is a really difficult question. Because what if, I don't know. What if it meant that you don't know what will happen? And it just means that when you set this time,
You will somehow
very,
die. It might be
yes,
painful. It might not. You don't know.
right. Okay. So if that's the case, where do you set it? Not knowing what your condition will be at that time.
I think you still set it as late as possible, because if either way you're going to die either in pain or not, but up until that point it won't be a painful existence, why wouldn't you set it as late as possible?
I suppose. So you're going what? You're going 100?
I'm going 120, Lewis.
Okay.
I mean,
Well,
I just
Dave,
have a
Dave,
genuine curiosity to see what happens, you know?
Dave, counting on incredible medical advances in the near future. But yeah, okay, that sounds fine. You know what? I think I'll stick with 85, 90.
Lewis sticking with 85 or 90. All right. Question from Andrew. I don't know if we've answered it to your liking.